All right, everyone. Wellness Wednesday. Let's talk about protein. Now, protein is ridiculously important for not only to maintain what you have, but if you have weight loss goals, if you want to lose fat, if you have performance goals, if you want to get stronger, if you want to build more muscle, protein is where it's at. So, first things first, why is it important? Like I kind of just said, it helps you maintain muscle, it helps you build muscle, and it helps prevent muscle loss, all right? Now that's gonna be super important, especially if you do have weight loss goals, because one of those common things is like, I wanna lose weight, so I should probably eat less while I work out. Well, it depends, right? If you decrease your calories, yeah, you could lose some weight, but we want to make sure we get enough protein. That way we lose the fat, but maintain the muscle that we do have, right? Does it help you lose fat? Yes, absolutely. There was a randomized control trial of about 40 participants. Half of them consumed twice the amount of protein than the control group, right? So the control group, they were having 1.2 grams per kilogram of protein in their diet. And the intervention group, they were having double the amount, 2.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, right? So they were, now take this all with a grain of salt, because this is gonna be a little bit different than what your personal circumstances might be, right? So they looked at their metabolic rate and they went down to about 60% of that in order to be at that caloric deficit to lose body weight, right? Let's first talk about the weight that they did lose. Well, between the two, there was no significant difference between the two. On average, they lost about the same amount of weight. Now, let's talk about the muscle mass that was gained. Now, on average, the control group, they gained about 1 kilogram of muscle mass. For the group that had double the amount of protein, they gained just shy of 2 kilograms of muscle mass, right? So essentially double. Now let's look at the amount of body fat lost, right? So since they both lost about the same amount of weight on average, but one group gained more muscle, you got to compensate for that by losing more fat, right? So the control group, they lost just shy of 4 kilograms of body fat, which is really good. But the intervention group, they lost 5 kilograms of body fat, right? So not only did they gain double the amount of muscle than the original group, but they also lost more body fat. So take this with a grain of salt. This is just one study, but there is a ton of research out there that shows having more protein will help you lose more body fat. Next up is, how much do you need? So whether you are looking to gain muscle or lose weight, or a mixture of both, this is that golden ratio, 1.6 grams to 2.3 grams per kilogram of body weight. So what kinds of proteins do you want to have? We want to try to go for those lean proteins, something like chicken breast, seafood. So fish is a very, very good source of protein. It has a ton of extra bonus nutrients that are so good for you. Get those omega-3 fatty acids, that's a whole thing for another story. In case you don't feel like you get enough protein from your food, you can always get a high quality protein supplement that you can have before and or after your workout, something to have first thing in the morning. So whatever you can do, whatever you can find that gets you more protein without upping those calories too much, that's what's really gonna help you reach your goals, whether it's fat loss, performance, muscle gain, all that good stuff. Yeah? Now eat your protein.